What's up, Palm Tree? Well, I don't have any notes in front of me on this one, and I'm really just going to speak from the heart and give you guys my best review of Larry June and the Alchemist, The Great Escape. So, this album's been out for a couple weeks, and by now, if you are a real hip hop head, you definitely already have your own opinion on it. But I'm here to tell you that the album is phenomenal. This is definitely going to make my year-end list somehow, some way. I love the rapper and producer collaboration albums, and I think, you know what, it was finally time for Larry to get with Alchemist, and, you know, they linked through Jay Worthy. Love how all that came and happened. But I think this is a really solid project. However, if you're looking for like a bangers album, this is not that. I'm not telling you this ain't it, but this is more of Larry June bringing out his like experimental hip hop side through Alchemist beats. I think what Alchemist did really well with this production was capture the whole like just smoking early morning on a foggy beach vibe. With the title The Great Escape, it's like you get the feeling of this sounds really good when you get in your car and you're like driving out to somewhere new. Now, the other part of this that I really appreciate is that like Larry June is now kind of looped in as a character in Alchemist's universe, and then all of these features on the album are like reoccurring characters in Alchemist's universe. And there were some features that I never expected to be on here. Like, I never thought I would hear Evidence rhyme with Larry. I never thought that I would hear Larry rhyme with Slum Village or Action Bronson, you know. And my favorite tracks off here, of course, Exito with Jay Worthy, and then What Happened to the World with Wiz Khalifa. And then, so without rambling on, I'm just going to tell you that I highly recommend The Great Escape if you are looking for some really high quality hip hop. Again, not, you know, the bangers album. You will not hear those records from Larry that, you know, he's previously released with like the likes of like Cardo. Like, you ain't gonna hear like a song like Meet Me in Frisco or Smoothies in 1991. It's really him just on a whole nother vibe with all of these beats by Alchemist that, you know, utilize these interesting samples and have these interesting piano chords, and, you know, Larry getting with all of these other MCs who are kind of hand selected by Alchemist. So that's what I really thought of it, man. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to add here. You guys need to stop comparing Larry June to Dom Kennedy. Larry June is on a whole nother level. Don't get me wrong, Dom Kennedy is in my top 10 for life. But you know what I'm saying? Like, Larry June, the way he harmonizes, the way his whole vibe of his discography is, like, don't just think, you know, two chill niggas from the West Coast, you know, oh, you want to loop them in the same pot. Okay, yeah, you could do that, but like, don't misunderestimate Larry. Larry's discography is deep. You know, he's got his whole entrepreneurship vibe, and I think, you know, for this next generation, we are looking at like a Jay-Z level of a impact to the culture that Larry may have in the decades to come. I really mean that shit. And then also, like, you gotta understand, stop grouping Larry as like, oh, a West Coast rapper or just a Bay Area rapper. No, man, this man has did his thing to make a solid impact in hip hop. Like, and this album, The Great Escape with The Alchemist, is really the focal point that, you know, really cements him here. You know, he's rapping with Slum Village now. Come on, man. And he had a huge rollout for this album. Give this man his props. And shout out to Al. What did you guys think of Larry June and Alchemist, The Great Escape? Let me know in the comments. And let me know what else I need to review. Till next time, it's been another Palm album review. Peace, love, Palm.